Today I am discussing about the legal significance of the covenant. Time is of the essence in a contract. The law on this subject is clear and is contained in section 55 of the Indian Contract Act. Time is of the essence may be defined as a condition in a contract stating that should the terms of the contract be not complied with by a specific deadline mentioned therein, the defaulting party or parties could be penalized or prosecuted for non-performance as per law. It shall not be out of place to discuss the importance and object of agreeing to make time is the essence of a contract and consequences for not agreeing to making that as a part of the contract. The legal position on this aspect in a contract has been made clear by a constitution bench of the Supreme Court of India in the case of Chandrani versus Kamal Rani in 1993, wherein the Supreme Court held that an intention to make the time as the essence of a contract must be unambiguously expressed in the language of the contract. A non-performing party to a contract can only be held liable for consequences of a breach of contract only in a circumstance where the agreement as such would have provided a clause specifying time frame with the phrase "the time is of the essence" of the contract. Inclusion of time for performance and penalties for not performing or causing default to those deadlines may not be mistaken to be as an alternative to the not mentioning of the clause or the phrase "time is the essence of the contract," because in a Supreme Court judgment in 1999, the Supreme Court has categorically pronounced that merely because a schedule is contractually prescribed or a provision for liquidated damages is contained in a contract, it does not mean that ipso facto time is necessarily of the essence of the contract. The conclusion in brief to the discussion today, therefore, would be: if the parties do not expressly illustrate or include in writing any intention to make time as the essence of contract by specifying that as a phrase in the contract, then the promisee is not entitled to claim compensation on the loss incurred by him due to the default of the promisor in failure to perform his obligations as per the contract. I shall continue with the discussion on this subject in the second part of this video to be published soon. Please subscribe to the channel to view upcoming discussions of similar nature, and please like and share this video so that others interested may have the benefit of the information.